It's in better condition than I thought. When I went to see the Foxabed settlement, it was in complete ruins. Now you've got to hunt. We need to attract hawks. Snowfield Illy Picas. Where did I get the matchlock? Don't worry about it. A con-to-be has a secret or three. Get moving. If you keep making excuses to slack off, I'll tell our Sorendian drill instructor. Hawks will fly in soon enough. About the matchlock? My secret? Endless pockets, baby! When I had no idea that my father was Khan, my dream was to be a jack of all trades. Just because it seemed cool to help people by carrying all kinds of things. But my little brother's dream was to become like Muhad. His dream was to climb up the mountain of eternal winter. He said that with his white fur, he'd be good at camouflage. It came out of nowhere, honestly. He only chuckled when I asked him what he was thinking. But he kept on pestering Father about climbing up the mountain. That's why I made him these mountaineer clothes. I thought feeling like one might be enough to keep him here. Oh, look over there! They're finally here! Whoa, they're really going to town. I feel full just looking at them. Next up is the home of the... All we need to do is attract the herbivores. They are very cautious, though. There's a tip that Father taught me. We need snowflake stoneback crabs. The winter flowers on their backs give off a very pungent smell. You'll find snowflake stoneback crabs hiding around the highlands if you look carefully. They used to only inhabit the mountain of eternal winter. But they came all the way down here as if sensing some strange energy from the mountain. You know, these things are worth asking while hunting. They say a blade dulls with use, but wow. I rubbed off... Look at me and my connections coming through again. The animals would be disappointed if we didn't have delicious fruit, right?
We are here from Moslim's Euless Citron Orchard to help restore the Zavir Highlands. I'm so very excited. I hope they really enjoy them.
I could kind of start understanding my little brother's behavior once I knew about the path of prophecy. The wise Invish told us that we all take different paths, but each of us are destined to reach the end of that path. I realize now that my little brother was always walking along his path, but I haven't even found where the path starts yet. The path my little brother took was surely not one to be taken by a fox-abats. Since we cannot climb the mountain, I think he disguised his desire with light-hearted jokes.
Oh, they're gathering! Wow! What are they? So many animals I've never seen before. We're leaving now. Lando, don't forget your promise to promote our citron orchard once you finish your journey.
By the way, where has our dark son disappeared to? He's not possibly taking a nap, is he? I'll go find him and teach him a lesson. You work on restoring the Fox-Abet settlement. Yeah. This might require a bit of, muscle power. That's why I gave you the almighty axe. Chopping trees is...
tell me whatever troubles you anytime. I'm like your close friend. You didn't know?
Ayumi desu. My grandfather was my grand.
And the person.
The humans in those...
My simply being...
If you plan on haggling...
I wish I had a helper. Do you think that you could mention that to Reina?
It does not bode...
Now, don't go astray.
Oh, by the way, where has our dark son disappeared to? He's not possibly taking a nap, is he? I'll go find him and teach him a lesson. You work on restoring the Foxabet settlement. Yeah. This might require a bit of, muscle power. That's why I gave you the almighty axe. Go fell things! If chopping trees is too tough for you, you could always ask Gonzarig to come to your rescue. If chopping trees is too tough for you, you could always ask. Chopping trees is too tough for you. You could always chopping.
If you return to the Foxabet settlement, if you...
Oh, look at it! Completely restored! If I was a lady fox, I'd be head over heels. It's magnificent! But as a representative of the Foxabets, I will bow in respect as a sign of thanks. I think they're already here! Quick! Over here! They look so hungry. Come on, don't be shy. This feels good, doesn't it? If they're brave enough to venture out, why is it so hard for me to just gather the courage to climb up the mountain? I lied to my little brother. I told him that Father had gone to prove that even we can climb the mountain. I couldn't bear to tell him that maybe the reason our father had been gone for so long was because he had passed from this world. No. Actually, if I'm being completely honest, I hated seeing him wake up each morning whining and crying. I thought that he'd give up if I told him that. But the next day, he was gone. He left only a letter stamped with his paw that said that he was going to climb the mountain. We can't climb it, though. We can cross the sea and travel the desert, but not that mountain.
You are still very chatty. You can traverse the sea, the desert, and that mountain is no different. Your fear comes from the fact that you haven't experienced it yourself. I'm not ignoring the traditions of your people, but the source of your fear comes from words passed down. That's all. It's ridiculous to say that one invites death by simply climbing a mountain. Have you seen any that prove those words to be true? If I were you, I'd test their veracity myself. If you've resolved to climb the mountain, then I will accompany you. In order to do that, we must complete the trial here. I saw the incense rising from 3 of Sethra's vases of living souls. But what should we do with the leopard Abet settlement? Something in ruin cannot be restored.
Then... how about purifying that tree? We're good as long as the living souls are alive. We're just borrowing the winter spirit's life force as we cleanse them of their pain.
Has the world gone mad? Well done. Now, let's go see the last vase of living souls.
Ah! What was that? Can someone explain to me what just happened?
There's that same foul smell that the monster at Bronte's boat gave off.
Could it be that there's a path to their burrow underneath this dreadwinter?
Let's go meet Ganzuri. Trying to fix a problem every time one rears its head is like trying to fill a bottomless pit. You must seek out the root of the problem. A leader who fails in this will bring only chaos.
All right, let's go meet Ganzuri.
Let us also see to Sethra's vase of living souls.
There, there, good bird. By Windknow's grace, please spread word. There is grave danger in the Highlands. Thank you. We welcome you as one of our own.
If I find kinship among the Highland people, will I find salvation from the mess that I'm in?
Look, all of the vases of living souls are breathing.
I can't believe we're already at the final trial. Huh? What do you mean, why'd it take so long? The sixth witch is Kahel, the Witch of Distortion. A crown of colorful fingers bears the blood of the dragon, but no mouth to consume it. The mouth that can devour the darkest abyss was far too much for this world to bear. So it was locked away in a dark, deserted mountain to keep out of reach. The warrior of winter seeking to overcome the last witch's trial must find that mouth. If the mouth cannot be found, a void that the mouth cannot consume will overtake all.
Locked up in a dark, empty mountain so that none may approach.
It's probably referring to the Forbidden Black Mountains, the old name of the Shere Khan iron mine.
Gonzarig, how do you know all that?
Great wings can carry the hawk abets great distances. Powerful legs can propel the leopard abets great distances. And with this power, they can surmount the mountain of eternal winter. On the other hand, fox abets are skilled with their hands and are good at calculating. And deer abets are friendly and inviting, befriending all throughout the land. They can embrace every bit of the highlands. The abets aren't the only ones who've come to the highlands. The connections I've made keep me well informed.
I didn't know fox abats were good at calculating. So, then as a fox, there's no way you forgot about Prince Bahan's request.
Oh, you're right! How do you remember these things that have nothing to do with you?
I anticipated you'd forget. Don't make me regret joining you, and get moving. I will find a way to get inside the den of the barbarians. Why don't you keep close to that fox so that he doesn't wander off?
Lando, as a representative of the abets, has to offer prayers of gratitude to the living souls before he leaves. Though the Khan is absent, it's still fox rule. Since you are the heir of the Khan, you represent the abets.
I will be done in a jiffy. So,
If I'd sent him alone then? Indeed. I've had quite enough. Oh, and Atui.
Yes. This is Valerito's token of promise. From the first head of the Sezek. My ancestor, Muhad Balix, got it 100 years ago when rescuing the Sezek barbarians who all nearly froze to death when ascending the Mountain of Eternal Winter.
The barbarians. They were headed to the Sherikon iron mine, but took a wrong path and wound up at the Snowy Mountain instead.
That token was given to him as the promise of an unconditional invitation. Once Valerito ceased wandering and established a nation.
Huh. A nation for a barbarian. A man with lofty ambitions, I see. Anyway, no good could have come from our military authorities getting involved with the barbarians. It would have been a precarious situation to manage. Can you give this to that fox, the Khan's heir? He should use it wisely. A leader must keep his fingers on the pulse of the people, and as blood of the Khan runs through him, he will become a leader in his own right. Oh, I don't mean to equate the barbarians to Elton. It's a small gift merely given out of concern, since he still acts like a child. But I was a bit curious about something. Who is that man in rags who follows you? Ah.
If I had known others tried to
I totally meant to meet up with you right away, but the sky got all dark like it was going to rain, and when I looked up, whoosh! Our emotional cactus was bareback on a baby black dragon, headed toward the abandoned iron mine. I have no idea why he's throwing himself right into the barbarian's den. I took off after him as soon as I spotted him, but he was way too fast. No small feat against an ex-member of the fleeing Fox Squad.
Are you the one? Hello. I am Kaspara, the chief priestess at the Shrine of Silent Prayers. It's my fault. I was speaking of the history of these lands, as I usually do, to the people offering their prayers to lost souls. When a man asked why barbarians were gathered at the abandoned iron mine, I told him that they've long sought to claim the dragon's power.
You heard what the priestess said, right? Oh, Grumpy's not expecting to just rush in and be greeted by the barbarians with open arms, is he? Huh? What is this? Valerito's token of promise from the first head of the Sezek? Oh, how great it is! Huh? Where is everyone?
Come, everyone! Look at this guy, full of gusto!
What the heck? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think this is the reaction we were hoping for from this guy.
This should be easy. You, where is Dayan, the one called a perfect being?
What are you... Ha! What an entrance! A true showman! But there are only two types of people who come here. The brave-faced ones secretly quivering in their boots, and the ones covered in snot and tears, helpless to escape. Hey! How about we play the part of wealthy Kelpiar nobles over a glass of plundered top-quality wine? Hey! How about we pay? I'll pay!
I won't take anything offered by a barbarian. Just answer my question.
What a man!
Is this a normal conversation? Can't tell if he's really enjoying himself or being sarcastic.
Okay. Dayan, that bastard. That little bastard deserves to be sold to the Ahibs and fed to the gargoyles. The first, yes. He came to us on his own, saying he respected Marthanon, although he had been kicked out of Dregan.
He must have appeared as providence for those of you seeking to shed yourself of the barbarian vestments. No wonder many flocked to him.
Dayan, that bastard up to no gooder. He blew up the barbarian's tower that we toiled over for 100 years!
How come? It was an opportunity to awaken Markthanon again. Could it be because he wanted to become the hero of Dregan or something?
No.
So basically we've reached a dead end. Dayan is gone. We have no means of getting a clue about the trial. Let's just go.
But there must be some hint about the trial buried somewhere around here.
This is where the tower of pure black stones exploded. Who knows what changes that might have brought? Beware.
What?
Oh, what?
I have, but it's gonna take some...
I don't think that barbarian Alvaro is in the best of moods. Actually, they're all kind of looking at us like we're on tonight's menu.
They daren't give chase so long as my companion's beside us. Let us return to Duvenkroon. Back on the previous trials, we may find a clue within the records of the humans who once resided in the region. This is the land of the Sherakans, ancestors of Dregan. They've probably some ancient story that can help unravel this mystery.
How about heading to the Black Lake encampment instead of Duvenkroon? The chief said that place, wait, the people over there.
They bear the same shackles as the people.
You're from Ailton, right? Thank goodness. You've come to rescue us, right?
Yes. The village ruled by a wise white fox. Those who escaped first promised to come save us.
I'm truly sorry, but we're in the middle of the den of the barbarians. We never promised such a thing, nor did we come for that matter.
But you want us to just leave them here?
We can't save everyone. A leader understands that some sacrifices must be made for the sake of all, though your heart may be racked with pain and pity. You must not shed tears. There will come a time when you yourself will be the...
I understand.
A map that would take us through this mine while avoiding the eyes of the barbarians. But I was found out, and my map was taken from me before I could do anything. Please, just retrieve that map for me. We'll deal with the rest, please.
You just need to steal the key from their chief priest. Actually, these barbarians, their senses have been a bit dull ever since the day of the explosion.
All right. You get your mitts on that key. I noticed they like swaying to funky rhythms, so I'll teach them how it's done.
That sly fox.
They don't even budge a little when we whistle.
A nightmare.
This is how you get down with your bad...
When I was alone, I felt true despair. But I don't feel...
It's tough, but even...
Now, don't go astray.
This is how you get...
Come now, sit up.
This is how you get down with your... Why is the box so big?
Let's deal with this quickly and go. We won't be able to distract them with the dragon for too long.
Thought you were too clever for me? Thought you'd slip through my hands? So naive. You went straight for the bait!
I'm so sorry we deceived you.
I really did want to escape.
I didn't think you cowards had the spine. All right, run! Far, far away! I'll show no mercy if you're ever caught again!
Damn it. My body.
You're in the barbarian's den. Did you really think that you'd get out of here alive? You look like you've got what it takes to get us back our stolen kingdom. Oh, and let's toss in that giddy fox as a dessert for Marthanon. Well, good luck surviving in the Murrowack Labyrinth. Unfortunately for you, there's no way out.
You're late. I brought the fox, despite my better judgment.
How could you say that? I thought we had great chemistry. Anyway, it's good to see you again. Why don't we head out? I'll lead the way.
It seems your stature and your conscience share a similar trait. They're both.
I was absolutely certain this is the way out, but why is it blocked? Guys, it's definitely the exit. I can smell it.
Phenon?
It's a dragon! They've arrived. What do you think, Mok'Thanon? They are the ones who will give you a new lease on life.
You're not human.
We've been awaiting.
You're not human.
But where in the world did she get such strength? It is indeed a wonder. But now you, with a vessel like you, I could do anything.
Were you the one who poisoned the oak pill? Why are you even doing this?
It's been some time since I parted ways with Lebreska. But little seems to have changed. This land seems untouched by time. It's just too boring here. The peace was unnerving. It needed a little chaos. So I gave it some serious consideration. How could I spice things up? Then, something caught my interest. Towers flooded with magical power, and a sealed abyssal flame. Poor souls. But then, dragons always are. Imagine! The flame I've been longing to find blossomed from the grave. Anyway, seals are meant to be broken, right? What's inside? What could happen? Such thrilling prospects.
That's why you blew up the barbarian's tower. The overflowing magical energy. The poisoned oak mill. That was just the spark.
Yes, that's right. Absolutely right. I was quite disappointed no one noticed the changes to the mountain. I kind of like you. But please, no trying to cut the line. Markthenon was here first. So let's get to the unpleasant business. Pick one who will be left behind. They shall have the honor of being the sacrifice to make Markthenon mine. If you can't come to a consensus...
Pick one, he said. Wake up. Completely passed out. All right. This moment's come faster than anticipated. Did you think us working together made us comrades? Laughable. Did you completely forget the nature of our relationship? And worse, did you completely forget how you ruined my life? Would purging this mark truly cleanse my soul? Impossible. Calpheon will always be the schism that divides us. I believe you will have to be the sacrifice for my trial. I have no such thing as comrades. It has always been, and will continue to be that way! Only once you cease to exist, can I be free.
Hey, what you guys doing over there? Hmm? Noggin. It's abandoned here. All alone beneath this fearsome dragon's eye. And the two of you are doing gods know what. What's with that fighting stance? And why is the scary one kneeling?
If your life is at stake,
The two of you are doing gut.
There is no bliss.
Roy Mills gave this some perfume and...
the scent from that early morn. That was but an illusion of Dayan. Fie. It appears I wasn't myself.
My father always said, saying I love you is like making a wish upon a shooting star. To witness a falling star while, at the same moment, also being with the one you love. Can you imagine the odds of making that happen? He said if that ever occurred, you best stick with each other for the rest of your lives. You spoke of love. Love never betrays, so don't you worry.
Regardless, I extend my thanks. I guess you can be useful. No. Why were you hiding that until now? What are you playing at?
I swear I just forgot about it. But you can bet I won't forget this moment. You'll never live this one down.
My deepest doubts came to life, you said. What illusion did you see? Speak, now! Dead, it seems. Why would you give...
I detest human law. That he drag you best road tak who blessed get.
They've been quiet all this time, but...
I got mutt.
What word have you...
I need to report this to think that you've returned from the labyrinth unscathed. This here is the Black Lake encampment. We set up camp here to keep an eye on Markthanon. But apparently, that wasn't the real issue. Many mercenaries have entered the mines, but they've all returned enthralled by some unknown hallucination.
One of Marnie's creations, I see. Is Marnie also taking part in the iron mine investigations?
He is, and yet I've never seen him appear in this area. You'll probably find him hiding out in Tory Woods. As the days go, he mastered Marnie speak ages ago. As a young boy, actually. Apparently Marnie has quite the cult. I need to report this to Duvin. This is a warning. I need to report. He mastered Marnie speak ages ago. As a young boy, actually. Apparently Marnie has quite the cult following. Care to go stretch your legs a bit and see what's been going on inside?
Fine. In return, make sure you come up with a better plan to keep Serendia's relationship with Dregan sound. Since you've overcome the trials of the 6 witches, all that's left is to ascend the Mountain of Eternal Winter itself. I watched over this fox in the Murawak's labyrinth. So now it's your turn while I go get some exercise. At least show some gratitude.
They've been quiet all this time, but now...
Though, thanks to that loon of a scientist, we've discovered the very cause of these hallucinations. They're all due to these monstrosities known as the Murawaks.
They've been quiet all this time, but now...
Hey, the horses!
Oh, I want to...
I watched over this fox. I watched over...
They've been quiet all this
No
time.
one knew the...
They've been quiet all this time.
Chapter 1. The Giantization of the Murawak.
They've been quiet.
It is speculated that the giantization of the Murawaks was achieved via the powerful magics found within fine black stones.
They've been quiet all this time, but now...
Chapter 2. The Origins of the Murawak. Records regarding the Black Camp tribe state the following. Upon the death of the 6 witches, the chief of the Black Camp tribe declared himself the Great Founder and united all 6 tribes under one banner. The Great Founder was an ambitious man, blessed with the wisdom of the 6th witch Kahel.
They've been quiet all this
He was able to successfully command Queen Mercedes and her loyal legion of Murawaks. However, even with the collective wisdom of the witches at his disposal, he was unable to overcome the dragons that threatened them.
They've been quiet all this
The 5 tribes who had left their homes to join the Great Founder were enraged. A confrontation thus ensued, during which he was stoned to death. Akum, the Great Founder's son, witnessed his father's death. He vowed then that he would someday reunite the tribes again.
They've been quiet all this time, but now... They've been quiet all this time, but now...
Chapter 3.
They've been quiet all this time, but now...
I am Akum. I call out to the 6 tribes. Hear me! See me! Know me! As the son of the great founder, I seek to make amends for his inexcusable failings. It was his mistake that led to us being covered in dragon blood and suffering as our bodies exponentially grew and our skin hardened. But with this newfound power and the wisdom bestowed upon us by the 6 witches, we will become masters of the dragons. And we shall devote this strength solely to the prosperity of our 6 tribes. For we are dragon hunters. For we are the Shera Khan! Wielding the might of the dragons, we will erect monuments, symbols of our strength, and sell dragon eggs so we will never want for coin!
They've been quiet all this time, but now... They've been quiet all this time, but now... They've been quiet all this time, but now... They've been quiet all this time...
You think you have time? How did you... I was barely even gone. Can't even take care of one lone There he is.
Such enthusiasm is the prime virtue of all my specimens.
Oh, a smart guy. And you let everyone know it?
Of course. Of all the specimens I've seen, you are the 2nd most perfect yet.
Perfect, you say? Well, you've got a good eye for sure.
And what do we have here? 2 more specimens? I'll finally be able to create a friend for Tori as well. I'm always on the look. Just one moment. That smell. It's the scent of Baron Dantes, no? Ooh, I'm jealous. How was it? Was it wonderful for you?
I shall offer myself willingly for experimentation once I've no regrets left in this world. So I but ask that you let us pass this once.
What? But I already stamped my paw on the contract.
How about a trade? This poisonous fang of Queen Mercedes for our freedom.
My word, you're the Queen at Bronte's Bolt? Truly remarkable you all are. I guess it'd be a waste to experiment on you. I do want to share a bit of my work. What do you say?
We're strapped for time. We must head to the Mountain of Eternal Winter. So I'll ask you this only once. Is there any way to stop Queen Mercedes from planting the Winter Tree seed?
That's it. That's exactly what I was experimenting on. I've something to share with you regarding that mountain as well. Please, please give me a chance to awe and amaze.
Look, on behalf of all geniuses, I assure you, we won't regret letting this man speak. What do you say?
One look, that's all. It'll be a waste of time to stop you, it seems.
Huh? Wait. Ah, Tori! You fool! I'm sorry, my faulty specimen, it's in one of its moods again. This time it has dumped all my research and materials into the Black Lake. Could you go retrieve them in my stead? I don't mix well with water.
We must must.
Could you go retrieve them in my stead? Could you go retrieve them in my... The source of the swamp mutant's growth. No, wrong one. Here it is. Signage of ethnic groups. The phenomenon of Queen Mercedes planting the winter tree seed, all leaving the swarm for a distant area. At first I speculated some attractant to be involved. But after examining the poisonous fang your friend handed over earlier, I found some traces of parasitic hosts. In other words, they're not doing this of their own free will. I think I know the very culprit. I see them from time to time. What was it in your tongue again?
Dayan? You mean that black spirit?
Yes, that's right. That very one. I wonder, why won't one possess me? Have you by chance...
What could these symbols mean? Tree roots? The heart of a tree?
On the surface, it may look no different than other regions, but all tree roots of this land are tied into one, and the roots are connected to the heart of the mountain of eternal winter, the haven of slumbering origin. From what I've uncovered thus far, the heart produces an endless stream of poisonous materials that eat away from the inside.
Is that why the winter spirits of the mountain have all fled? Oh no. What should we do?
Well, it's the same for humans. Imagine being surrounded by a bunch of angry humans. The source of their anger is their unspeakable pain. You will need to surgically remove the festering wound or put them to sleep. No better medicine than a good night's rest. Isn't that why you're trying to climb the mountain? Judging by that mandragora in your hand. Right. So that mandragora actually has a potent hypnotic effect. Use it to seal the wounded heart pumping in pain. See? Such is the marvel of ecosystems. Complement each other, they do. I too shall become such an ideal creator. Someday.
What else should we be aware of in the haven of slumbering origin?
Nothing else comes to mind, but please don't touch anything. Humans are always the problem. Humans.
That's enough for us. Let us be off. I shall wait for you at the entrance to Everfrost. I will send off the dragon at the abandoned iron mine. Once the Yenix has rid me of this mark, I won't see him again. It might be better to just send him off to be with the ogres at Windknow's Perch. Humans won't be able to do him harm if he's there.
Let me take care of him. If you go off to meet Princess Jarette, the dragon will definitely feel lonely and need some affection.
The dragon would enjoy your company. It will be like having a fresh treat at the ready.
Anyways, while I don't have an
We finally arrived. The Mountain of Eternal Winter... What now? What are you doing?
I can't freeze to death while offering prayers, can I? I do hope my brother's alive. I also hope that you return safely. I will offer my prayers and wait for you here.
Not climbing up the mountain when you came all this way? I do not understand. I've never seen nor heard of a fox dying from climbing up a mountain. It's my last offer. I'll give you the opportunity to climb the mountain with us. It's a chance to prove a belief of your tribe wrong.
Sorry, I can't. And I don't expect anyone to understand. Truth is, that's why I hired you. Please, just find my little brother. That's all I want in this world.
Let's be on our way. The fox might have gotten his foot stuck here. The fox... What a relief that you're not the fox. Huh. There's a doodle here.
The journey here, the warrior who shall stand alone on the icy peak after overcoming the trials of the 6 witches will reach the doors elaborately engraved with deep resentment and stand against the awakened abyss. A voice within, the uninitiated cannot pass. Did the holy... I swore not to step... A voice... Did the holy...
This is the haven of the slumbering origin. I don't think he would have gone inside. I think we should take care of our own business first. Revelation beyond death. My 6 sisters. My death will soon mark the beginning of a new end. Labreska faces her second death, brought about by my death. All will disappear beyond death, but only the deepest and most piercing despair remains to call forth a thing most terrible. My 6 sisters. When the time comes, sacrifice yourselves to seal it completely. I will forgive you for bringing about my... These appear to be the words of the 7th witch. It seems she had a great fear of something. Something worse than her death. There's a barrier to keep us away, or to trap us here.
The Guardian of the Flame. Prepare yourself. It would seem this is our final trial.
I wonder, what lies beyond these doors? Finally, the flame that can consume the gods themselves. And just in time, too. I tire of your company.
Curses! Was this just an elaborate trap? I can't die here. Like this. My vengeance cannot die here!
Belmorn,
You have outlived your usefulness. Now everything shall begin anew. Here, as promised, the Enix is yours for the...
Jardine, my dear child.
Jardine, my son. Such incredible endless unknowns Belmore. Grandchildren, I assume was I.
I think I finally understand. Is this what the Seventh Witch meant by heading toward a new end?
Doom for Hula Kahiliak! For the glory, for the splendor of Serendia.
I longed for your return after you started your journey up the mountain with... I had this... I climbed the mountain! Oh, that was peak bravery! Oh, the things I do for you! But my worst fears were realized. A blizzard nearly swept me away. Then I found a trace of my little brother. This is the flag. The flag my little brother and I made. Imagining it would be the mark we left upon the mountain, but I couldn't find my little brother. I think he's... Then I happened to look down. I saw a darkness within the blizzard. How dumb was I thinking that a fox I bet could climb the mountain? My hands and feet were so cold it was painful. I thought I had lost my sanity risking my life like this. But then I realized something. I was still alive. Even after climbing up the Golden Mountain! Me, a Foxabets, climbed the unclimbable mountain! I didn't even care to wonder what that legend was all about! I jumped up and down, so proud of myself! Then I hurried off to find you as I'd totally forgotten! Oh my, you passed out and our friend was nowhere to be seen! I thought you two were close! Did you fight?
When Lando returned to the village with you on his back, all the villagers were quite startled. It was proof that our race could climb the mountain, and that the legends were no longer true, and it was proven by Lando himself.
I really do want to tell your chattery friend of my great achievement. Where could he have gone? To the skies or to the ground? You don't think he went to see Princess Jarette without a farewell, do you?
News! I bring news! Is that a dragon?
You!
I don't know who's Papa.
Huh? Who'd sent me a letter?
A letter from Widnall's perch. I hope it's good news.
Oh, Ma...
Bubba! You didn't make a grave for me, did you? I couldn't meet her papa, but I am well. Well beyond the mountain of eternal winter. Sorry I couldn't send this letter sooner. I kept trying to send a hawk, but it couldn't get past the blizzard raging in the mountain. Bubba, I had a fascinating experience. I got so tired from looking for Papa that I fell asleep, and then I dreamt that the hawk and the leopard abettes all returned to Zephyr Highlands, and we all played together. Then I suddenly woke up to see a warm sunlight shine on the pure white snowfield. I don't know how much time had passed, but I read something from a book. I think I went into what's called hibernation, Bubba. Winter wasn't too scary after all. When the fierce winter winds blow, you just need a good deep sleep. I thought of going back to the Highlands, but I came here instead, curious of the path taken by the hawk and the leopard abettes. We fox abettes can also travel further now. Bubba, I want you to take the path with me. Bring something yummy on your way here.
Oh! I have a dream now! I will be the first fox abettes to be an official mountain guide. No one must have seen a fox do that, right? I will surely become rich.
Aren't you going to go look for your little brother?
Huh? Why would I? He's doing fine, so that'll do. By the way, about Mr. Jordine? He wasn't that heartless, was he? Wouldn't it be wonderful if someone was waiting for him to return to this place? That's why I'm going to make it my new base. And his dragon? I'm going to make it my best friend. I'll stay here to guide the climbers up the mountain for boatloads of silver. You can leave this place in my hands and just enjoy your adventure. Thank you for ascending the mountain and motivating me to do it too. If you see that grumbly gremlin again, please send my thanks. This place is safe under my watch, so there's no need to worry. Despite all his grumbliness, it was thanks to him that I learned fear of the unknown is just an illusion. Today?
It might take a while for him to become an Abed's guide. Lando doesn't know how to cook at all, you know. Don't worry, I'm a good teacher. But before that, do you remember my citron orchard? If you go up that path, there is a small shrine. Let's meet in front of that shrine. I have something for your ears alone.
When I'm ready to head off on a...